Opportunity is given by man. When will there be good opportunities in our lives? Aren't we eagerly waiting for them? Opportunities certainly come. When you're an office worker, you often see some getting promoted and others staying in their place. Have you thought about how to make connections? Even if you're promoted through a network of people, opportunities are granted by people. Let's listen to SayNo's author on how to get those opportunities. What I'm trying to say is that we live with a thirst for an opportunity to succeed in some form. Besides, doesn't everyone have 3 opportunities in their lifetime? There's also the saying, the sun and the moon give light to everyone. But where and when does that opportunity appear? The fact you have to keep in mind is that it must come and be given by someone around you. Money doesn't give you the opportunity. It doesn't give you the opportunity. It's people who decide to give it a chance. A former student activist, Lee Myung-bak, joined the company as an accountant at Hyundai ENC in 1965. But only 12 years later, at the age of 36, he became an icon of office workers. He was evaluated as similar to Chung Ju-young's honorary chairman. But he threw his position as the chairman of Hyundai ENC and became a politician. Although he pointed out in his autobiography, the owner never trusts a professional manager. He said, "In Korea, professional managers are not the president. They are just presidential employees." I believe it was not the organization called Hyundai ENC that gave him the opportunity, but the now deceased chairman Chung Ju-young. If Chung hadn't given him the opportunity, he might have only looked at accounting all his life. For someone so prepared, one day, someone will look at him and present an opportunity. This is the law of opportunity. Why? Most people who have already succeeded live busily. Many entrepreneurs who have already become rich have an animal sense of smell for money. But they have only one body like us. They can't handle everything on their own. But what successful entrepreneurs from different countries I've met have in common is that there are no people. It means that even if someone is needed, there is no one to trust and leave the job to, no matter how high the unemployment rate is. Many managers say that no one can use it. It is a common concern among businessmen and the rich that there is no one around who wants to give them a chance but deserves it. The opportunity for you to become rich is always given by those people who usually have already earned their vested interests a generation before you. Don't forget that. In the early days of Microsoft, a director of IBM gave Bill Gates the opportunity to succeed today. At that time, IBM was looking for software to use on a PC and had already contacted another famous software company. However, the software company's president cheekily did not even show his face despite the massive IBM director's visit. Angered by this, the IBM director went to an unnamed Microsoft where he met Bill Gates, who was politely waiting in a suit. "No matter how capable I am, if you don't like them or deviate from their ideas or ways of thinking, your chances of being given a chance are just as low. Therefore, if you are capable, you should now be careful about what you wear, what you say or do. Think about whether people who are 10 years older than you will like your clothes and hairstyle. If you use the way you speak to your friends to older people, you will only be perceived as a cheeky fellow with no manners." This is the same for foreigners. It was when I worked for a multinational corporation. There was a Japanese employee in Tokyo who studied abroad in a place where many South Americans live in the United States. The English of South Americans is generally rough and uncivil, and gives the impression of street boys, which was similar. I have never heard him use honorifics or polite expressions to any foreign boss, including me. About a year later, he was demoted to the governor of Hokkaido. Thousands of people want to succeed, but are unaware of the way they speak or dress. This attitude is particularly acute for young people. They seem to regard everyone in the world as their friends. That's why even if you send an email to someone you don't know, you use the language you use to your friends. When I read your readers' emails, I often use chatty languages as they are, or young friends call me you without thinking. What is your behavior like? Many people are not even able to say hello properly, and people consider their superiors at their level, let alone consider themselves to be their superiors. Remember that once you are seen as a rude and arrogant person, rather than being liked by your superiors, you will never have a chance. Nevertheless, people try to be popular with their friends, rather than being liked by their elders. But your friends never give you a chance to succeed. You're welcome. I didn't listen to my friends' advice. I listened only to the real rich. Don't make it universal that Paul Allen, co-founder of Microsoft, was a friend of Bill Gates. Unless your friend is Bill Gates, the majority of opportunities your friend offers you are a sales opportunity to sell your products or to use your funds. Don't make the fool of using it as an opportunity. Did you enjoy it? We emphasize that we need to be polite in our daily lives when we get a chance. If an unwitting behavior can offend a person, you miss the opportunity.